And thanks for joining us on the campus of Diné College, Salem, Arizona. Folks, we are in studio with KXWR 92.1 Warrior Radio. You can also share with a friend to get online at dinecollege.edu and scroll down and click KXWR, and you are listening in. So thank you so much, everyone. Today is a special day. It's a Tuesday. And in studio, we have our special guest, and no other than a gentleman that really lights up a lot of things here on the campus, Mr. Tim Nelson, being here a year and a half or so. Well, we're banking on more years to be here as well, under the Dean of School and Transformation, Yat A. Diné. Let's get an official introduction.
Yeah, Timothy Nelson, Adon Nan, Shani Age Garden and Slow. Be Petrotni buses chin. Ado Sitna Ginny does a che do. Not coach by a does another with I Nensla. Tis the Zilia or Liada A Ishanasha. So I am from Loop, Arizona. One of the things that I'm really happy with is being able to work my dream job with Diné College. So thank you.
Dream jobs are very good, and to be welcome onto the campus of Diné College, a challenge, opportunity, and a lot of good background. If you can share with us, what you're all about, how this all actually formed into what it is today.
Sure. Well, thank you. One of the things that happened was when I first started here, I was actually looking for a job with a college or a university, and I had applied to several. Well, the one that called me for an interview was Diné College, was one of the first. I had applied for the School of Business as their dean, and at the interview, I thought it was successful. And the provost at the time, Dr. Geraldine Garrity, asked me to hang out for a bit, and she wanted to talk to me afterwards. And so I hung out, waited, and then I met with her, and her first comment was, "I'm not hiring you for the dean of the School of Business." And I was like, man, I drove all the way here from Loop. But she actually did another proposal while I was there. She asked me to consider an emergency hire and taking over the development of the School of Transformation. So her comment was, we've got this project, we've cleared the field, now I want you to build a school. So luckily, we were actually able to start providing courses in fall of 2023. We had our second cohort of students for spring 24. We're working on our marketing and development of our programs for this coming fall 24. So I'm very excited about that.
Right. So this pretty much came about the right time. It's like putting in that right puzzle to make this happen. And so now that we're up and going for the past year and a half, so we have a lot of good things that we're looking forward to, and our viewers and people worldwide want to be part of as well. So the stage is set. We've got a lot of support as well.
Thank you. It is true. We do have a lot of support. One of the things that sets us apart as the School of Transformation from the rest of the school at Diné College is that we are a non-degree seeking, non-accredited program. So we don't fall under the academia and the academic guidelines of the Higher Learning Commission. So we're kind of a standalone school in that sense. So everything we do, we have to figure out how to provide content and be able to pay for it through the program itself. So we're looking towards grants and other collaborations with outside programs to assist students in becoming students for the School of Transformation.
Right. So you started off alone. Now you have a couple in-house helpers that have a lot of experience of things that are opening up as far as doors with your overall production that we're working on.
Yes, that's true. It was kind of an interesting first year, but towards the end of last fall, we were able to get our professional development coordinator position filled, and ever since then, we've been able to make a lot of progress. And more recently, we hired our administrative assistant, and that was like pulling teeth. It took a while, but we're happy with the selection that we've made, and she has been able to work with us and kind of blends right into the group. So I'm really happy about that, and I'll let them introduce themselves.
Right. Let's do that.
Hello, everybody. My name is Lori So. My clans are Kilthichin Ishlam, but Dani Bashchin, Kachini Dasche, and Zefkain Dashanella. I'm originally from Malukajagari. I am the Professional Development Coordinator with School of Transformation. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Danielle Algelli. I'm originally from Round Rock, Arizona. My clans are Tachin Shlan, Ashi, and Bachichin, Totogoja Dashache, Kilthichin Dashanella.
Thank you very much. Soft-spoken, but thank you so much for the update as well. Well, let's jump right into some good projects we're looking forward to. The first one, to get a new career in just months, and working with a lot of our pretty much students and within our community, the Navajo Nation, to train for a career in technology. And the popular programs as well. Maybe we can talk about the opening program we have, how they can actually register to make this possible for themselves within our local, regional to national.
Thank you. So the School of Transformation is all about professional development, self-improvement, and also working on certificate and certification programs and training. So most of it is seen as micro-credentialing for a lot of people. The other thing that we're looking at that we supplant is also continuing education units. So with these programs that we offer, this came about from an agreement with the president of Diné College, Dr. Russell, and also with the president of the Navajo Nation. They had met on asking the school to provide training opportunities for our Navajo people so that they can go from what we call class to career. And that enables individuals to take short-term credentialing programs, certifications, or just a certificate in a process. Let's say you want to learn more about Microsoft Office Suite. We actually have training for that. And it goes all the way up to cybersecurity. And those are extensive training programs that are a little bit more.
Right. Now, technology is the key to a lot of what we have, passing the last 3 years, and now that's what we're all about. It's something that's really weighing out more than coming into the classroom, but it is a short period of classes or training that they can receive, and you have experience in the last few months or so. What are the feedbacks like? Just let our viewers, audience know, the opening of this coming about. How was the feedback?
So initially we started with one of our collaborative partners called Purpose Focus Alternative Learning. With that program, we started offering a solar technician program. We started in Tuba City, and we found it to be challenging. As long as the students were coming and participating, those were the successful ones. So all of the course content that we provide is pass-fail. There's not really a letter grade attached to it. You pass at 70%, and that's what their primary concern is. And as far as that is concerned, we have some feedback from the program itself, and I would say 90% of them have gotten an externship or a job with another organization and gone to work.
Right, that's the key,
Yep.
Getting more experience and getting a job out there. And we see that here on the campus of Diné College of the solar energy that's taking a big role of what we're doing here, of your service. And under the School of Transformation, recruiting for fall 2024 is also the phone calls. Will that be through admission or through your office?
It would be through our office.
Okay.
So you could visit the Diné College website and scroll down towards the bottom, and there's an icon there that says School of Transformation, Class to Careers. There, click on that, and it'll take you to the School of Transformation webpage. And from there, you can start looking at the content that we have available.
All right, folks. So the recruiting of the fall 2024, we do have looking for students who are interested in the solar energy to become more to get certified on this. So we're going to talk about that, the certification and how this will play a huge role on the certification certificates that are given out.
Yes. A lot of the programs that we see and the content that we have available are of interest to individuals. So you have to find something that you're passionate about. One of the things that we are looking for, and especially as you mentioned, the solar technician program, that is a huge industry that's out there right now. One of the programs that I worked with prior to coming here, I was losing employees from that organization to solar technician fields or solar development fields, and they were paying $50 an hour for people who didn't know anything about the field. But if you're certified and you have hands-on training to a certain extent, you're going to go into a field that pays very well at the moment. I'm not going to promise you that it pays $50 an hour, but you have that opportunity. And I just saw a couple of advertisements in the local papers, Navajo Observer and Navajo Times. There's an employer looking for solar technicians.
Right. Is it more of a refresher course for some that have already experienced?
The solar technician program is actually from scratch. You get to learn a lot about the program itself. You develop from the first class one, which is a photovoltaic 101. You learn how to install, you learn how to design, you also learn how to do the math, to make the calculations, to design the system so that it's functional for the customer's needs. This next course is called, it's an advance in the system itself. So PV203, which is solar design as well, but it's battery based. So you're looking at designing systems that are for rural applications. They have a battery system that they need to design that will be capable of running and sustaining the house for the services that they need. These systems, once they're fully operational, are able to run refrigerators, microwaves, TVs, and your lighting. And it all is based on how big of system you want. If you want to run everything in your house, well, then it's going to take a little bit more energy.
Right.
But for somebody who's in the middle of nowhere that still relies on in like a kerosene lamp or a small system with LED lights, it's going to be a blessing to them.
Right. This really opened up our eyes during, with the pandemic.
Yes.
That was much, much needed. So the benefits of what people will expect from this, the solar system, like you said, your refrigerators, your lighting, all that, and I'm beginning to see a lot more out there, which is good. So now they get to come to the college to be part of that. If you can refresh the benefits once again.
Yeah. One of the things is that it's short term. We're not looking at a program that is going to take you years to learn. Our first cohort, 16 weeks for both classes. And from there, they would take a hands-on course, and they would be eligible to sit for a national exam, and they would be certified nationally. So that possibility is there. However, they will receive a certificate of completion with a passing grade. That's pass or fail. So at that point, they'll be able to go into the field and search out externships or opportunities to train with other organizations.
Very good. Well, thank you so much again. All hands-on training, workshops, internships, partner with Navajo Nation Workforce. We'll get more to that. So apply now. And again, you can. We'll give you the phone numbers and emails at the end to have you start calling in. So thank you so much. And let's lead into the information about we kind of touched up on the certificate and certification and what there is to the cost and how to apply.
Okay, so we have a collaborative partner called ProTrain, and if you visit our website, you'll see that we have a icon to click for Purpose Focus for the solar program, and ProTrain has a separate icon that you can click and take a look at the content there. So under the Workforce Initiative, they were looking at healthcare, IT, and housing. And so we are focusing on healthcare and IT at the moment. However, that doesn't mean you can't visit the site and see what you like. There are over 300 or 400 classes that are available for short-term training. Some are more extensive. Let's say you're an IT professional, but you want to get cybersecurity certification. You could do that because you're in that field. We offer boot camps and training opportunities for working professionals that a layperson cannot go into. So if you haven't had any IT experience, we would have to start you off from the bottom floor and get you trained into getting into that program. But those opportunities exist. Now, every course is priced differently depending on the complexity and the content that's there. So there's a self-paced mode where you're working at your own pace at a set time frame.
Right.
The next one is live instructed or live mentored. Those you are sitting in a class or sitting in a class online and at a set time for live instructed a couple times a week. And then you do your homework and then you submit all that online. The live mentored is very similar, but it's kind of a blend between live instructed and self-paced. And the live mentor, you would meet with the instructor a couple times a month to make sure you're making the progress that you need to be making. So, and like I said, all of these courses are not free. We are able to assist you in finding outside sources of funding, and our primary source right now is Navajo Nation Department of Workforce Development. They're the ones that have stepped up and started working with us and trying to get people certified to take this course content.
Well, there are a lot of support. So if you're listening worldwide and you'd like to touch out to the Navajo Nation for our dean working on the School of Transformation, want to donate some money, yes, we'd like to see that. So it sounds like you're up and running, and this is pretty much, we've got a bright future to it. What are some of the feedbacks from let's go with the students?
Well, the students are excited that the ones that we've talked to, that they are happy to actually have the opportunity to have a variety of course content that's available to them. We have had quite a number of people apply, not for housing, not for health, but we have people who are interested in professional development,
right, in
business or in accounting, and also, there's the opportunity for industrial development, trades development is there. Now, one of the things that we don't do is construction framing or housing building, electrical or electrician, being an electrician or a plumber or a welder. We have a standing agreement with NTU that they provide those programs, and we're willing to work with them on the hands-on trades that they provide. So we don't want to step on their feet. But Dr. Bowman has been a fabulous person to work with from NTU. She's the provost over there. And we've met regularly, and one of these days I would like to see if we can get a collaborative opportunity with that school as well.
Well, that is a partnership, we're under the Navajo Nation, so we'd like to see that come forth as well. So thank you for the information. So again, if you're interested in the certification, and we just kind of covered that, the cost, there is a fee to it, and we'll share the phone numbers with you as well. So boost staff skills now. It's another big one.
Yes, we have actually had a lot of interest in that from the people that work here. They are looking at micro-credentialing. So let's say you're a graphic artist and you want to learn a little bit more about Photoshop. You can take a Photoshop course through our content provider. That would give you a certificate on top of whatever degree you have or whatever work experience you have, you now have a certificate that shows a potential employer that you have that micro-credentialing in place. So that is something that is possible.
A little bit of bragging rights, huh?
Yeah.
I got this. Even on your phones, Photoshop and all that, and that's something huge when you're watching the TV network, how a lot of things develop, and it brings out the 3D of it. So that's getting popular as well. So again, the information we're sharing with you, we will hook you up with the phone number and the online site as well. And thank you so much for really elaborating on what we have going on. And that'll lead right into the pharmacy technician training, including, and this is within the Navajo Nation. Again, it's a partnership.
Yes, it is. Thank you. This is our initial healthcare pilot project, and we initially approached Shiprock Healthcare Center, and it has been so positive that it is something that they need. They need to have people who are interested in that field. They need people who are willing to train and get certified so that they can put them to work. So we work with another collaborative partner that has identified 78 vacancies under IHS for pharmacy technicians. Mm-hmm. And our goal for this coming year is to meet 20 of those positions. So we are currently marketing that program in hopes of having some interest from people all over the reservation and finding opportunities for them. The course content, of course, one of the things that we have to do is make sure that the individual is ready and is prepared. So we're going to do a pre-assessment of their skills to make sure that they are able to do that. And that will determine whether they're high risk, medium risk, or low risk. High risk would be somebody that needs additional soft skills training. And if that's true, let's say they need medical terminology. They don't know anything about the terminology they use in hospitals. Mm-hmm. So they could take a class in that prior to getting into the pharmacy tech program. Once all of these little things are taken care of, then we'd be able to get them into a pharmacy tech training program.
Very detailed. Well,
yes.
Thank you so much. So we'll be able to, if you're viewing, you can watch it again, so it gives you more information. Mr. Timothy Nelson here with us. He is the dean under the School of Transformation. And the phone number we're giving is at 928-724-6979. That's 928-724-6979 or 928-724-6811. That's 928-724-6811. And the email side, which email are we working with? Is it your email? Lori's email? Okay, we'll have Lori give all the emails on that. So thank you so much, and that's some great information. And so the admission again, the fall 2024. And so that's quickly. Want to give any other information you'd like to share?
Sure, and I'd like to tell all the listeners out there, you're only limited by your personal determination.
Okay.
So if you don't want to do anything, then it might not be for you. I mean, if you want to improve yourself, finding a job opportunity out here, and I just want to mention something that I read recently. Medical coding and billing is a growing and exploding business out there that you can do from home. Mm-hmm. Literally.
Right.
As long as you got a laptop and internet, you can actually provide those services to a hospital, and it pays very well.
It's a new world. It's a new beginning in technology. So there you have. So with your courses, you have the certification. Do you see more younger ones than the old? Those of us that are in the 40s and 50s, we probably want to refresh, and that we finally get to see something we're interested in.
Yeah, and there's a variety of content. It's not just healthcare IT. Let's say you're interested in project management. You literally could take a project management certification course, or lean management. I don't know if anybody knows what lean management is, but we offer a Sigma 6 black belt certification program. That is somebody that is in a work profession that requires the ability to be a professional manager. So it's from entry level all the way up to working professionals.
Very good. Well, thank you so much for coming in studio and share with our viewers what we're all about. And you are here on the campus of Diné College, and we'll keep everyone updated as well. If we can just share the microphone over to Lori, and Lori's going to tell us about some other hype events that are scheduled under our program here at School of Transformation, that we have also a continental breakfast. So give us an introduction on that, Lori.
Hello, everyone, again. Yes, our continental breakfast is going to happen next week, Friday, the 21st at 8 a.m. And we are located at the faculty office building at FOB 6plex. And we're going to start at 8 a.m. For this initiative, it's basically trying to get our exposure and letting all staff know who and what is School of Transformation is and where are we located. So this is your chance to meet us and greet us with your goodies and tells. But also, we also want to share that School of Transformation, we are trying to provide a more greener and safer planet as well. So that's where our solar technician comes in, because we're trying to do better for our Navajo Nation, and not with just green energy and but also with the medical field as well too. But that's not stopping us, because we are also targeting high school, and in order to register, you at least got to have an ID card.
Right.
No high school diploma and nothing. We just, if you're ready, you're ready. Bring your ID card.
Right. This can also be on your information of applying for a job elsewhere. So your continental breakfast is on June 21st, 8 a.m., and that's over at your location. If you'd be a little more specific of where you're located.
So again, our office is in the faculty office building, 6plex. It is the building between the IT department and library. If you would like to, you can definitely enter from the west entrance, and we're sitting right there and ready to go.
And email address?
My email address is going to be lmtso at dinecollege.edu. My direct line is 928-724-6811.
Very good. Well, thank you so much. And if you want to contact Mr. Timothy Nelson at that's T.I. Nelson, T.I. Nelson, LELSON 2 at dinecollege.edu. So there you have information. Thank you so much for coming in studio and being online as well. Well, we'll do it again, part 2, because this is a great information to continue to share updated, especially if we're going right into the fall classes of your production, that we'll see more numbers coming in. So thank you so much, Mr. Nelson.
And I just want to mention one thing before we go, is that we are not set by the semester schedule. So if somebody comes in and they want to take a class right now, I want to learn how to do Excel spreadsheets.
Okay.
All they got to do is sign up, pay for the course, and they're on their way.
Right. What about your instructors?
So self-paced, it's your own pace. The instructors themselves, they actually have a national schedule, so they follow that. And it's on the website. So if you click on a particular course for live instruction, you'll see what's available under live instruction. Now, what we're doing with the pharmacy tech program is we're trying to get a group of people to come to Shiprock campus, sit in a classroom at the scheduled times for live instruction. That is an approach that we're taking, and we're setting that up so that it actually is at our convenience. So whatever we want to do, the instructor will be there for that cohort or class.
Very good. Again, folks, here's the phone number, 928-724-6979 or 928-724-6811. So, folks, that's going to close out. Thank you so much for joining us here. On behalf of one other thing you want to mention? No, we're good. So, Tim Nelson, he's our Dean, School of Transformation with Lori and Diné. So thank you so much. And I'm L.A. Williams. And thank you so much for joining us right here on KXWR, Salem, Arizona. We are Warrior Radio.